Am I audible to you, online guys? Please write in the chat window. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Thank you. So, you guys, what topic is first? Let me give my introduction, a brief introduction regarding me, sir. A brief introduction regarding me. Okay, have a look. So, you can see on the screen, guys. My name is Ravi Shankar. Okay, and I'm an Oracle certified trainer. I'm an Oracle certified trainer. Okay, currently I'm handling the batch of what? Core Java and Advanced Java. So what topic we have already completed in Core Java? Media through which we can communicate with each other. A language is a what? Communication media through which we can communicate with each other. Sir, it is a powerful way of communication. Online guys, it is a powerful way of communication. Language is a communication media through which we can communicate with each other, and it is a powerful way of communication. Correct or not? So if I want to communicate with anyone, if I want to communicate with my parents, I want to communicate with my friend, I want to communicate with you guys. Okay, so there must be a common language between us or not? Without a proper language, without a common language, can we communicate? Can we talk? Is it possible? It's not possible. So what is a language? A language is a communication media, okay, through which we can communicate with each other. Is it okay, all of you? Fine. Now have a look, sir. You know, listen. Sir, here we have a computer system. Here we have a computer system. Let's say, assume that this is a computer system. This is one system. Assume that this is one particular system, computer system. Okay. Sir, this system, this computer system understands what? This computer system understands what? Java language. What language, sir? Java language. This computer understands what? Java language. Are you getting my point? This computer system understands Java language. Now, I'm a user. I'm a user. Have a look. I'm a user here. So I'm a user. No, wait. Have a look. So I'm a user here. Now what I'm doing, guys, have a look. So this user wants to communicate. This is a user. This is a user. This user wants to communicate with what? This user wants to communicate. This is a particular user. Okay, this is a particular user. User means what? You guys, we guys. Okay, user. Sir, this user wants to communicate with a Java language. The user wants to communicate with what? Java language. Okay, this user wants to communicate with the Java language. Are you getting my point? Let's say you got some government job in Chennai. Okay, or let's say in Bangalore, you got some government job. So you got one government job in Chennai or Bangalore in a rural area. In banking, some bank is there. You got a government job in bank. Okay. Now, while dealing with the people, you must know Tamil in Chennai. Say yes or no? Without knowing Tamil language, you cannot communicate with the people, what they are saying, what they are wanting, what they are demanding. Okay, I'm not able to what? Communicate. Now, what you need to do? If you want to survive your government job, of course, you need to learn Tamil or not. Say yes or no. Are you agree with me? Getting my point? Sir, here we are user. We are user. We want to communicate with what? Java language from our computer system. We want to communicate with what? Java language. Okay. So you tell me, we need to learn Java language or not? Without learning Java language, can you communicate with your computer system? No. Okay. So we need to learn Java language. We need to learn what Java language. Just like you got a job in Chennai, one rural area, one village in Chennai. So to deal with the people, we must know what? Tamil language. Correct or not? And let's say one North Indian side people came to Hyderabad, in a rural area. To deal with the people of Hyderabad, we must need Telugu language or not? Say yes or no. Where let's say where English is not there, then compulsory what to understand something from coming from the villager side. Of course, we need to learn what Telugu language little bit or not. Then only we can communicate. Otherwise, what will happen? We cannot communicate. Otherwise, what will happen? We cannot communicate. So now Java is a language. Java is a language. As a user, if you want to communicate with Java language, as a user, if you want to communicate with the Java language, compulsory you need to learn Java language or not. So what is a computer language? What is a computer language? A computer language is a communication media between the user and computer system or not? Are you getting my point? What I told you, what is a language? A language is a communication media between two users, between two person. Okay, sir, I want to talk with my parent. I want to talk with my friend. I want to talk with my colleagues. So there is a language. That language could be anything. That language could be Telugu, that language could be English, Hindi, yes or no, anything. But what about computer programming language? Sir, computer programming language is a language between user and computer system. Okay, so please take the another point. Please take the another point. I'm writing here. Online guys, you please take the point, all of you. So a computer language, please continue. A computer language is a communication media. A computer language is a communication media between the user and computer system. Say yes or no? Between the user and what? Computer system. Between the user and computer system. Is it clear, all of you? So what is a computer language? It is a communication media. Through user can communicate with any computer system. Sir, I want to talk in Java language. We need to learn what? Java. Sir, I don't want to talk in Java language. I want to talk in what? Python language. I want to talk in C++ language. I want to talk in Telugu language. I want to talk in Hindi language. I want to talk in Tamil language. So corresponding language we need to learn or not? Corresponding language we need to learn. So here we are talking about which language? Java language. So user must understand which language? Java language. Now, this is the first point. Now, what is the second point? Have a look. Look at what is the next point I'm going to explain. Sir, look at every language, whether it is a programming language, every language. Don't write first. Look at every language, whether it is a programming language or computer language. Every language provides two things. Listen very carefully, sir. The first one is what? Every language provides two things. The first one is what? Syntax. What is the first one? Syntax. What is the syntax? Sir, rules of the programming language. Rules of the what? Programming language. So what is the rule of programming language? This is what? This is the syntax. Are you getting my point? Now next one is what? Semantics. Next one is what? Semantic. What is semantic? Sir, semantic is nothing but a structure or meaning. What, sir? Meaning of the programming language. A structure or meaning of the programming what? Language. Or any language, not the programming language, meaning of the what? Meaning of the language. You can apply in any language. I'm going to give you. Don't worry about that. Look at, I'm telling you one simple thing. Sir, Listen very carefully. Sir, I want to make an English translation. Okay, I want to make what? One English translation. What is the rule? Subject plus verb plus what? Object. This is a rule or not? Sir, I want to make an English translation language. Sir, what is the rule, sir? The rule is what? Subject plus what? Verb plus what? Object. Subject plus verb and object. Okay. So by using this, I am writing one statement. He is a boy. Now you tell me it's correct or it's incorrect. Huh? Valid or invalid? Valid, sir. Don't confuse. Valid or not? It's a valid. He is a boy. Valid or not? Valid, valid. He is subject or not? What is is? Verb. Actually, it is a helping verb. Okay, it is a helping verb. And boy is object or not? Boy is object. Okay, perfect. So everything is fine. Now I'm writing he is a box. Valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Invalid or not? Why invalid, sir? Look at why invalid. Still I am following the syntax or not? Look at what is the syntax. The syntax is subject plus verb plus what? Object. This is my syntax now. This is what? This is my syntax. Subject plus verb plus what? Object. This is my syntax. By using this syntax, I have created why he is a boy. Okay. And this is valid. He is a boy. This is valid. By using the syntax, I created he is a boy, valid. But by using the same syntax, I have created he is a box. Then it is invalid or not? First, you take this one. Syntax and semantics. Online guys, if you have any doubt, anything you want to ask, please feel free to ask anything. Once the topic is completed, you can ask the question. Even offline guys also. Once the topic is complete, feel free to ask. Don't hesitate. He is a boy, valid. He is a box, what? Invalid. Correct or not? He is a boy, it's a valid. He is a box, what? Invalid. You got the idea? Say yes or no. Okay, now have a look. So that means what? We need to follow the syntax as well as we also need to follow the semantics or not? With the syntax, with the rules, we need to also follow what? The meaning of the programming language. Are you getting my point? With the rules, of course, rules are very, very important. But apart from the rules, we should also follow what? Meaning of the programming language. Now, slightly, I want to move. Look at slightly. I want to move in our programming language. Have a look, sir. If I am writing int x is equal to 10, int x is equal to what? 10. Now, what is int here? I will explain in detail. Don't worry. What is int? Int is a data type. Int is a what? Data type, or it is also keyword. What it is? Keyword. X is a variable. X is a what? Variable. Okay. This equal to is called what? Assignment operator. This equal to is called what? Assignment operator. And what about this 10? This 10 is the value. This 10 is the value. Okay, don't write. I will give you the idea. So int x is equal to 10. Is it clear, all of you? All of you? Okay. Now have a look. The second one. int y is equal to what, sir? Int y is equal to 0. Int x is equal to 10, int y is equal to 0. Now I am writing what? Int z is equal to what? X divided by y. Int z is equal to x divided by what? X divided by y. Are you getting my point? Sir, syntax wise it is totally correct. Syntax wise, listen my words very carefully. Syntax wise there is no problem. There is no problem at all. Look at, sir, x is a variable of type what? Integer. Please notice, please listen my words. These are the technical terms. First try to recognize what sir is telling. So x is a variable. What is the type of x? Integer. So it can hold all integer type of value. No problem. Okay, this line doesn't contain any problem. Sir, int y is equal to what? 0. Y is a variable of type what? Integer. So it can hold integer value or not? Yes, it can hold integer value, no problem. Sir, z is also a variable of type what? Integer. Here I am trying to divide x by y. That means what? 10 divided by what? 0. So syntax wise there is no problem. We can divide a number by another number or not? We can divide a number by another number. But now you tell me, can we divide a number by 0? It's not possible. Can we divide a number by 0? No. If you try to divide a number by 0, it is what? Infinity. What it is? Infinity. If you try to divide a number by 0, what it is? It is actually infinity. It is actually what? Infinity. Are you getting my point, all of you? Okay. So we cannot divide a number by 0. Otherwise, it leads to infinity. Otherwise, it leads to infinity. Now you tell me, is there any problem syntax wise here? Are you facing any problem syntax wise? So syntactical wise, I am totally correct or not? But semantics wise, this program is this logic is meaningful or meaningless? Meaningless, because we cannot divide a number by what? 0. We cannot divide a number by 0. That means in all the programming languages, okay. So in Java also, we have two types of security. We have what? Two types of security. One is what? Syntax level security, and one is what? Semantic level security. Are you getting my point? Syntax level security, and another one is what? Semantic level security. Listen my words very carefully, sir. Syntax level security means what? If you are missing something, let's say if you are missing semicolon, syntactical problem. Instead of number, let's say you are writing what? Some decimal value. Syntax problem or not? Syntax problem. Okay, you are writing wrong syntax. Syntax level problem. Okay, but let's say everything is syntactically correct. There is no syntax error. Then what will happen? At runtime, when we try to divide this 67 by 0, we will get infinity or not? Getting my point? So in a programming language also, we have what? We have two types of security. Have a look. So what I want to tell you, in our Java programming language, don't write, first look at, in our Java programming language, we have also two levels of security. Two levels of security. Yes or no? What is the first one? Syntax level. What is the first one? Syntax level security. Syntax level security. You know, now again one technical term I am going to introduce. This syntax level security is taken care by compiler. Who is taking this syntax level security? Compiler. So your compiler is responsible to check what? Syntax level security. Okay. If you are making something wrong syntactically, who is responsible to check? Compiler is responsible to check. Are you getting my point? Compiler is responsible to check. Perfect. Now the second problem is what, son? Semantic level. Semantics level what? Security. Semantics level what? Security. Sir, who is responsible? Who is responsible? Sir, there is a technical person in Java called what? JVM. What, sir? JVM. The full form is what? Java Virtual. Yes. Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. So this Java Virtual Machine is responsible to check what? Semantic level security. That is meaning level security. Syntax level security is taken care by whom, sir? Compiler. Compiler is taking the syntax level security. Java virtual machine is taking what? Semantics level security. Please take this. Please pass the both. Thank you. So better look at here, better to write. We cannot divide a number by 0 now. We can't divide number by 0. Syntax level security is taken care by compiler. Semantics level security is taken care by what, sir? Java Virtual Machine, JVM. The full form is JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Done, all of you? You are getting the concept? Anybody you are not getting the concept, feel free to ask. Okay, these are the basic things. If you're facing problem in basic thing, of course, what will happen? In future, you will face the problem. Everything you are getting, all of you? Last page, getting all of you? No problem? Okay, have a look. So syntax level security and semantics level security. Now, what is next, sir? Have a look. Sir, look at here. I have written one statement. Int x is equal to what? 10. Yes or no? Int x is equal to 10. So what do you mean by this? Int x is equal to 10. Okay, let me give you the idea of what is the meaning of this one. Have a look. Sir, what is the meaning of int? What is this int? Let me little int. What it is called? Look at it is a data type. Data type, or at the same time it is also known as what, sir? Keyword. Data type or what? Keyword. Is it clear, all of you? Data type or keyword. Perfect. Now what about this x? What about this x? Variable. Any other name? Very nice, very nice. Any other name? It is called variable. Absolutely correct. Any other name? It is also called identifier. It is also called what? Identifier. To identify the name of the variable. Identifier. Identifier. What it is called, sir? Identifier. Variable or what? Identifier. Visible. Visible. Identifier. Variable or identifier. Now what is next we have? Look at next we have equal to na. What is this equal to? Let me change a little. This equal to is known as what, guys? Assignment operator. Assignment what? Operator. Assignment operator. And what about this 10? Come on, what about this 10? So this 10 is nothing but what? Value of x. Value of what? Value of x variable. Value of x variable. And any other name? Any other name? Sir, try to listen. Don't write. I will give you the time to write. It is also known as integral literal. Integral what, sir? literal. It is called what, sir? Integral literal. Are you getting my point? Value of x variable or what? Integral literal. In Java, we have 5 literals. In Java, how many literals? 5 literals. Have a look. I'm telling you. What are those literal? This is called what? Integral literal. Getting my point? All of you? Integral literal. Sir, don't write. This is called floating point literal. What it is? Floating point literal. I will tell you in detail. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just give some introduction I am giving you. It is called integral literal. This is called what? Floating point literal. This is called what? Floating point literal. Okay. Next what, sir? Single character enclosed with single quotes. This is called character literal. What, sir? Character literal. Sir, true or false? True or false? This is called what? Boolean literal. What it is called? Boolean literal. And finally, have a look. If I write double quotes, let's say Naresh I Technology. Naresh I Technology. Naresh I Technology. Then it is called what? Come on. String literal. Perfect. String literal. Have a look once again. Integral literal. Floating point literal. Character literal. Boolean literal. Boolean literal has only 2 values. True or false. And this is string literal. How many literals? 5 literals. Now you tell me this 10 is which type of literal? Integral literal. Is it clear, all of you? Now you please take this. Done. All of you completed? Can I move to another concept? Have a look. Sir, what is the next concept? Have a look. What is the next concept? Next concept you will write. Listen. This concept very carefully. You listen. What is the next concept? Please write down one question. One question you write down. What is the difference? Write down all of you. What is the difference? Online guys, please write down. What is the difference between a statically in bracket strongly what is the difference between statically in bracket strongly typed language, strongly typed, and dynamically? What is the difference between statically strongly typed and dynamically loosely typed language? Okay, what is the difference? We need to find out the difference. What is the difference between statically strongly typed and what, sir? Dynamically loosely typed language. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, have a look. Try to understand. Sir, let's assume I have a variable called x. I have a variable called x. In this variable, I can assign some value or not? Are you agree with me, all of you? Just concentrate, things are very easy, very interesting. So in this X, I can assign some value. What are the values I can assign? I can assign 5 values. I can assign what? 5 values. Can we assign 12? Yes, no problem. Can we assign 34 or 45.90? Say yes or no? Yes, no problem. Sir, can we assign any character? Yes. Can we assign false? Yes. Can we assign some name? Let's say Ravi. Some name can we assign? Yes. Possible or not? Now, among all these 5 options, whatever we have, what value, what kind of value we will assign? Are you getting my point? I have total how many options? 5 options. Among all these 5 options available with we have available all these 5 options. Which type of value I will assign to this X? Sir, that totally depends upon the data type of the variable. Are you getting my point? Data type of the variable. Without knowing the data type, can we assign the value to variable? It's not possible in Java. It's not possible in Java. First, we need to know the type of this variable. Basically, what is a variable? A variable is generally a container. What is a variable? It's just like a container where we can assign, where we can put some value, where we can assign, where we can put some value. It's just like a what? Container. It's just like a what? Container. But first, we need to know whether it is a water container, whether it is a milk container. Are you getting my point? Whether it is a water container, milk container, any other container, gas container. So we need to know which type of container it is. Then only we can assign the corresponding type of value. So first we need to know what? Data type. Okay. So now you are telling, sir, the type of X is integer, sir. So now this X will hold only integer type of value. This X will hold only what? Integer type of value. Now it is an invalid statement. Because X type is what? Integer. We are trying to assign what? String. It is not possible. So here can we assign? You tell me, can we assign 15? Possible or not possible? Possible. So what you got? What you got from here? Look at what you got from this concept. What you got from this concept? Look at the concept. What you got? Look at the languages. Don't write first. Look at the languages where data type is compulsory. Data type is what, sir? Compulsory. Compulsory before initialization. Before initialization of a variable. Are you getting some technical word? Have a look. I'm going to tell you. Listen. Sir, listen. Sir, one more thing here I want to write. Let's say I'm writing int x. If you write int x, what it is called? Listen, what it is called? It is called a variable declaration. It is called what? Variable declaration. Listen my words very carefully. So if you are writing int x, it is called what? Variable declaration. Variable declaration. That means you have only declared the variable. That means what? You have only declared the variable. Are you getting my point? Variable declaration. Sir, if I write int x is equal to 15. This one. Let me write here. Int x is equal to 2 or any value. Int x is equal to 1. Then it is called what? It is called, sir, it is called variable initialization. Then it is called what? Variable initialization. Are you getting my point? Variable initialization. Okay, variable initialization. Now you just try to understand this concept. Okay, have a look. Right, you got the idea? Variable declaration and what? Variable initialization. Can you differentiate between both? Say yes or no. Here we have only declared the variable. Here we have what? Initialized the variable. So now what is the definition? Have a look. What is the definition? Visible now everything? Now, what is the definition? The languages where data type is what? Data type is compulsory. Compulsory before what? Before initialization of a what? Variable is called a statically typed or what? or strongly typed. Strongly typed language is called statically typed or what? Strongly typed language. So the languages where data type is compulsory. Sir, I want to initialize a variable. If you want to initialize a variable, first you need to give the what? Come on, first you need to give the data type. Are you getting my point? You guys are with me? Are we together? Okay. So the languages where data type is compulsory before initialization of a variable is called what? A statically typed language or what? A strongly typed language. So sir, I have a variable. Sir, I have a variable. Let's say I have a variable what? I have a variable A. Sir, I want to initialize. I want to initialize this variable. No, you can't initialize. What we need? Data type. Compulsory we need what? Data type. Okay, first you need to know data type. Oh, data type of A is integer. Now we can assign what? Integer value or not? Yes, now we can assign any integer value. Are you getting my point? These type of languages are called what? Statically typed language or strongly typed language. Sir, which language comes in this category? Which language comes in this category? Sir, languages comes what? C, comma C++, comma what? Java, comma C sharp. These all comes under which category? Strongly typed language. The language. Say yes or no? Perfect. Now, sir, we have another category also. We have another category also. Try to learn. We have another category also. In this another category, what I will do? Have a look. In this another category, what I will do? I will write what? X is equal to directly. I will write what? 12. Yes, possible. X is equal to directly. We can write what? 12. In the next line, if I want X is equal to directly, we can write what? Ravi. No problem at all. Are you getting my point? These type of languages are called what? Loosely typed language or dynamically typed language where data type is not required. Where data type is not required. Python, Python, JavaScript, Visual Script, Visual Basic. These languages we can directly assign the value or not. Without the data type, you can directly write what? X is equal to 12, X is equal to what? Ravi. Okay. Without the need of data type, we can directly initialize the value or not. So the languages where data type is not compulsory. Have a look. The languages where data type is not compulsory and it is optional, and it is what? And it is optional, is called what, sir? Dynamically or what? Loosely typed language. Loosely typed language. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay, sir, can you tell me the example? Look at example. What's your example is? Python. JavaScript, VB script. What, sir? BB script. These are the examples of what? Loosely typed language. These are the examples of what? Dynamically typed language. Is it clear? One more point. Listen, one more point. Last point. Sir, in a strongly typed language, once you define the type of A is what? Integer. Once you define the type of A is which type? Integer type. Till the end of the program, A variable can hold only integeric type of value. Are you getting my point? Till the end of the program, this A variable can hold only which kind of value? Integeric kind of value. But what about here? Look at in the loosely typed language. In the first line, you are holding integer. In the next line, what you are holding? String. In the next line, what you are holding? Boolean. Any type acceptable. Any type is acceptable. That's why look at loosely type. It is called what, sir? Loosely or dynamically. Dynamically, its value is changing or not? Are you getting my point? Dynamically, its value is changing. But what about a statically typed language? It is a fixed, a static, a fixed. The type of A is what? Integer. It is a fixed type. The type of A is integer. So till the end of the program, it will hold only what? Integeric type of value. Okay. Are you getting my point? Now, please take this. First, you take this one. Int x is equal to variable declaration, and then int x is equal to 1 variable initialization. So where data type is compulsory, strongly typed. Data type is not compulsory, loosely typed. Only that much you need to remember. Done. Now, please write down note, NOTE, note. So I hope you're done, guys. Online guys also you have done. Now have a look. Please write note. What is note, sir? Have a look. So note, note, uh, note, sir, while working with a statically typed language, the variable will hold same kind of value. The variable will hold the same kind of value till the end of the program. Till the end of the program. Okay, while walking, sir, working word is missing here. While working with a statically typed language, the variable will hold same kind of value till the end of the program. Are you agree with this statement? Are you getting this statement? The meaning of this statement? Come on, say yes or no. Otherwise, it is a meaningless, sir. If you are not understanding, writing meaningless. You are getting what I'm telling you? Let's say I'm going to give you one example. Look at, don't write, first look at, then I will tell you. So in Java also we have what? Main method. In Java also we have main method. So what happens, sir? Let's say once you have defined one variable int x of type what? Integer. Now you are holding 15. In the next line, what you can hold? X is equal to, let's say, 45. In the next line, what you can hold? Any integer value you can hold. Are you getting my point? X is equal to 190. Yes, possible. In the next line, you want to hold X is equal to Ravi. Possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Not possible. It is not possible. Why? Because the type of X is what? Integer. So till the end of the life, it will hold what? Its type. When a baby born in our home, okay, so automatically that baby gets some caste, no? Yes or no? So that caste will be available till the end of the life or not? That cast will be available till the end of the life. Say yes or no. Are you getting my point? So here also, when this variable born, you need to tell the type. What is the cast? What is the type of this variable? What is the type, sir? Integer. So the same integer type it will hold, it will carry till the end of the life, till the end of the program. Are you getting my point? Say yes or no. Okay, yes. So you got the concept? So this is what this is. While working with a strong statically or strongly typed language, the variable will hold the same kind of value till the end of the program. Okay. Now, on the other hand, please continue. On the other hand, on the other hand, while working with dynamically typed language, while working with dynamically typed language, the variable will hold. While working with dynamic type language, the variable will hold or variable may hold different kinds of value. On the other hand, while working with dynamically typed language, the variable may hold different kinds of value till the end of the program. So I hope the concept is clear. Okay, now you get the idea what is statically type and what is dynamically type. Okay, now you tell me, if I want to store some value, what I need? What I need? I need a variable. If I want to store something, what I need? I need a variable. Now, before giving the value, before providing the value to the variable, what I need? Data type. First data type, then what? Variable. So whatever the data type you have defined for the variable, the same type of value that variable will hold till the end of the program. Is it clear, all of you? Now you give the heading data type. Data types in Java. So here I'm going to tell you data type in a very nutshell, in a very small. In detail, I will give you the idea of data type. Don't worry. So what is a data type? Have a look. Look at. So I have a variable X. So this variable X, which kind of value this variable will hold? Who will describe? The data type will describe. The data type will describe which kind of variable, which kind of value this variable is going to hold. What is data type? The data type will describe. Look at this data type. This data type will describe. This data type will describe which kind of value this variable is going to hold in the program. Okay, is going to hold in the program. So what I can write? I can write a data type describes. A data type describes which kind of value a variable will hold. Variable will hold in the program. Don't write hold in the program. Which kind of value a variable will hold in the program? Look at, in Java, we have 8 data types. How many, sir? 8 data types. In Java, we have 8 data types. What are those? Have a look. Sir, byte, short, then int, then what? Long, then what? Float, double, then what? Char, and finally Boolean. String is not a data type. String is a class. Okay, fine. Now you please take byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, Boolean. A data type describes which kind of value a variable will hold in the program. which kind of value variable will hold in the program. In Java, we have 8 data types. Byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. 8 data types. Is it okay? Okay, now you give the heading variables. So basically, what is a variable? Have a look. Listen. So let's say I'm writing int x is equal to what? Int x is equal to 15. And here I'm writing what? Int y is equal to 29. Okay. Int x is equal to 15. Int y is equal to what? 29. Now, what will happen actually? Whenever you define a variable, int x is equal to 15, int y is equal to 29, whatever. Sir, what happens? Actually, we have some memory location. Listen very carefully. We have a memory location. This memory location is called as what? RAM. That is what? Random access memory. Say yes or no? Random access what? Memory. Random access memory. Now, what this RAM is containing? This RAM is containing some memory cells. Listen my words very, very carefully, all of you. If you really want to know what is a variable, listen my words very, very carefully. Okay. These are what? Memory cells. These rectangular boxes are called what? Memory cells. Memory cells. Now what happens, whenever you define a variable, what happens actually, sir, internally, look at one memory cell is reserved with the name. Look at this memory cell. Let's say this memory cell is reserved. This memory cell is reserved. Sir, what is the name of this memory cell? The name of this memory cell is what? X. What is the name? X. What is the value? Perfect. What is the value? 15. Getting my point? Then again, what will happen? Randomly, one new memory location will be allocated. Any memory location. Okay, any memory location randomly, one new memory location will be allocated. Okay, what is the name of this memory location? Y. What is the value? 29. Perfect. So Y, the value is what? 29. Are you agree with me? Say yes or no. Okay, so this is called what, sir? Variable. This is called what? Variable. So if you write the definition of a variable, have a look. Look at very carefully. Sir, what is a variable? A variable is a name. A variable is what? Name. What is a variable? Name. Name. A variable is a name. So I am giving one name to this memory location or not? Whatever the memory cells we have, that memory cells are containing some name or not. So a variable is a name given for the what? Memory location. So for a particular memory location, whatever the name we are providing, that is called what? Variable. So what is a variable? Generally what happens in interview room, when they are asking this question, what is a variable? Generally, I have seen the students are telling, sir, a variable is used to hold some value. So that is the feature of a variable. Are you getting my point? Let's say I'm asking, this is a male or female? You are telling, sir, it can run, it can walk. Are you getting my point? I'm not asking that. I'm asking what is, it is a male or female? So you are telling the feature, sir, it can walk, even it can run, sir. Okay, I'm not asking that. I'm asking what is a variable? So a variable is a name given for the what? Memory location. So these are the memory locations. For these memory locations, whatever the name you are providing, those names are called as what? variables. Is it clear, all of you? Now, the second point is what? Have a look. Sir, it can hold some meaningful value. It can hold somewhat meaningful value. Now, why I'm using the word meaningful here? It can hold some meaningful value because if it is an integer, it will hold integeric type of value. If it is a character, it will hold character type of value. If it is a string, it will hold what? A string type of value. So it will hold what? It will hold what, sir? Meaning type of value. It will hold what? Meaning let value. You have what someone is asking? Sir, already these topics are covered. Okay. So I think he's writing, sir, please provide the notes. Notes I will give you. Don't worry. Let me create the Google Classroom. Okay, you will get the notes. Try to write the notes for some 3 or 4 days. Later on, you will get the notes. Don't worry. So it can hold somewhat meaningful value. You got the second point? Say yes or no. Reply, guys. It can hold some meaningful value. So can this y hold 2.3? Can this y hold 2.3? No. Why? Because the type of y is what? Integer. So y will hold only integer type of value. That's why I have written what? It can hold some meaningful value. And the very important point, look at, very important point is what, sir? It can change. It can change its value during the what? During the what? During the execution of the program. So during the execution of the program, it can change its value. Now, this is very important. Have a look. So let's say I have written here int x is equal to 15, int y is equal to what? 29. Now, what I am doing in the third line, I'm writing x is equal to x plus y. Can you tell me what is the value of x? Look at, what is the value of x? X value is 15. What is the value of y? 29. 29 plus 15, you added now? Say yes or no. 29 plus 15, you added. It becomes 44. 44, you are assigning to y variable or not? Are you getting my point? Guys, look at x plus y. X plus y means what? 15 plus 29. 15 plus 29 is what? 44. 44 value you are finally trying to assign on this x variable or not? By using this assignment operator. So what will happen? This x value will become what? Look at, this x value will what? It was 15 earlier. It was 15 earlier, and now the same x value will become what? 44. Yes or no? So a variable can change its value during the execution of the program or not? While executing, a variable can change its value or not? Yes. Now have a look. What is the name of this variable? Look at all of you. Sir, variable. What is the name? Variable. Can I break this vary plus able? Say yes or no. Can I break vary plus able? Say yes or no. Are you agree with me? Vary plus able. Sir, what is the meaning of vary? Change. V-A-R-Y. Vary means what? Vary. I can change. Sir, vary plus what? Able. So what you will say? Changeable or not? So that means it can change its value during the execution of the program or not? Yes. You got my point? This is what? Variable. Okay, so don't say in the interview room, sir, variable means what? It is used to hold some value. No. First, variable is a name given for the what? Memory location. For that memory location, one name is given. That name is what? Variable. That name is variable. It can hold some meaningful value and it can change its value during the what? Execution of the program. Now you please take, all of you. Right now you take the notes. Actually Google Notes, Google Classroom is created, I can understand, but in that Google Classroom I am not there, no sir. Online, guys. So please take the notes. Don't make mistake while writing, okay? Very important points. Don't make mistake. Done. Completed. All of you. You create the diagram also. Okay. Diagram is very important. Yeah, look at someone is asking, can we change the value during the execution of the program? You guys continue. I'm explaining. Look at, so yes, I can explain. No problem. Have a look. So in the first line, the value of X was 15. In the first line, the value of X was what? 15. In the second line, the value of Y is what? 29. When this third statement is executed, in the third statement, what you are doing, you are adding the value of X and Y. What is the value of X? Value of X is 15 and the value of Y is what? 29. So when you added this X and Y, 15 plus 29, finally it becomes what? 44. So that 44 value you are assigning to what? X variable, no? This RHS, right hand side value, you are assigning to left hand side or not? So finally the X value will become what? 44. So X which was pointing to 15, now X is pointing to what? 44. So now it can change its value during the execution of the program or not? Yes. Initially X was holding 15, now X is holding what? 44. So it can change its value during the execution of the program. Is it clear online, guys? Okay. So I hope it's clear now. Now, what is next, sir? Listen, very interesting. What is next? This is the last topic of the day. What is next? Very interesting. Try to understand. Sir, what is the drawback of a variable? Drawback of a variable. Can you tell me? What is the drawback of a variable? Don't say it can change its value. That is the advantage. Don't say, sir, it can change its value. That is the advantage actually. Yes or no? That's why variable born. What is the use of variable? It can change its value. We can hold multiple values. In a single variable, we can hold multiple values. So what is the drawback? What is the drawback of a variable? Look at, what is the drawback of a variable? I am telling you. Look at, sir, can you write something? Int X is equal to, can we write 12, 78? Possible? Possible or not possible? Invalid. What, sir? Invalid. It is invalid. That means a variable can hold only one value at a time. A variable can hold what? Only one value at a time. So the drawback of variable is, don't write. First look at. The drawback of variable is what? The drawback of variable is what, sir? It can hold only one value at a time. One value at a time. At a time, it can hold one value. In order to fulfill the drawback, in order to avoid or in order to fulfill, in order to fulfill this particular drawback or this drawback, in order to fulfill this drawback, we introduced what, sir? We introduced you have something which can hold multiple values. Do you have something in the programming which can hold multiple values? Think about this. You think, yes, array. Say yes or no? Array. What, sir? Array. Yes or no? By using array, we can hold multiple values or not? Look at how the link is connecting. So first we introduce variable. Variables are very nice to hold what? Single value. We face some problem. What problem we face? Sir, I want to hold multiple values. I want to hold what? Multiple values. Then we introduce what? Array. So look at. This is array. In Java, this is array, sir. In Java, we never mention the size of an array. In Java, we never mention the size of the array. Initially, if you feeling problem, then you can write like this. This is okay, but we never mention the size. Now look at, in this, can we hold multiple values now? 12, 78, 45, 90. Can we hold or not? Yes. Say yes or no. Agree with me? Now, what is the drawback of a array? Look, this is the learning style. If you learn in this style now, you will feel interesting and you can link the things. Okay, this come. This is the problem. That's why this came. This is the problem. That's why what? This came. So drawback of array. What is the drawback of array? What is the drawback of array? The drawback of array. The drawback of an array variable. I will tell you in more detail why we are not providing size of here. Okay. I will tell you in more detail. Don't worry. Right now, if we will discuss now, we will deviate from the original topic. Okay. So in one line, if you want to know, in C and C++, array is a static memory. Array is a what? Static memory. Static memory means what? Fixed memory. Static memory means what? Fixed memory. Let's say, so static memory means what? There is a chance of wastage. There is a chance of what? Wastage. Sir, you have defined the, in C and C++, you have defined the array size is what? 10. And you are taking only 4 members. Then wastage are there or not? You have invited 10 friends. 10 friends you have invited on your birthday party. 10 biryani plates are ready. But at what happens? Due to this rain, only 4 members came. Okay, what will happen? 6 plate wastage or not? So that is the problem with what? C and C++ array. But in Java, array is a what? Dynamic memory. So friends came. You have invited cold drinks. Please take cold drink and 4 plates biryani is ready. Getting my point? So that is called what? Dynamic memory. Are you getting my point? So what is the drawback of an array? The drawback of an array variable, the drawback of an array variable, not in C++, I'm talking about Java. So in Java, array is a dynamic na? Say yes or no. In Java, array is a dynamic. So drawback of an array variable is it can hold only homogeneous type of data. Say yes or no. It can hold only same type of data. Same type of data. So same type of data means what? Let's say if you are writing int y, sir, I want to hold 12, 90.89, Ravi. Possible or not possible? Not possible. It is what? Invalid. What it is? Invalid. The drawback of an array variable is it can hold only homogeneous type of data. Homogeneous type of data means what? Same kind of data. Same kind of data. Perfect. Now you can take. Now you can take. Wait for the first you take this, then I will give you the idea. Don't worry. I will give you the answer. I will give you the time to ask your question. First, you take this point. Done. Getting all of you? Let me ask the question and then I will give you one more point. Have a look. So what are the questions, sir? Let me ask the, please ask your question online, offline. Please, if you have also any doubt, please ask. So can we use different data types in program? Yes, you can use different data types. There are total 8 data types. We have Bhavana. So you can anyone, according to your requirement, Bhavana, you can use any data types. Yes, it can hold same type of data, that is array. Size is fixed. Yes, size is fixed, Neeraj. So to solve that issue, size issue, actually collection framework came into the picture. Right now I'm going to give you the idea. Now someone is asking, I am a non-IT background, please guide me how I can learn Java language. Interesting. Okay, so how would you learn Java? So of course there is only one option to learn Java language. What? Practice. You don't have any medicine. I cannot say that every morning before breakfast you take a medicine called Java, and if you want to take that medicine, first you have to go 10 kilometers by foot. Every morning you wake up 10 kilometers, you go by foot, and then you will get a medicine called Java. You take that medicine before breakfast. Don't take it what after breakfast, then only you can learn Java. Okay, getting my point? So such things are not working in programming life. Okay, such things are not working in programming life. Programming means only two things: patience and practice. If you have a good passion, if you have a good practice, you will learn programming. Okay, we learn, sir. How we learn? We get the programming God gifted. No, na sir. So expert in anything was once a beginner. Expert in anything was once a beginner. How much effort you are putting, how much effort you are, and look at one more thing I want to share with you guys, online and offline guys. Listen, sir, you know, this is the best investment. You know, most of the times I have seen students are talking about what? One thing I want to share with you guys. This is the best investment. This is the best investment of your life. Okay. You take any example, any faculty. You take me, any faculty. Sir, they learn Java. I learned Java in 2008. In the year 2008, I learned Java and I spent 16,000 amount to learn Java. Okay. So you guys are very lucky. Naresh IT is providing very less fees. Okay. So, but if you go outside, not in Hyderabad, if you go outside like Mumbai, some any other city, the fees is very high. Are you getting my point? Fees is very high. So I invested 16,000 amount. I invested 6 month time to core Java and I practice hard, very hard practice. Then I done certification, Oracle certification. And from 2000, I think 2012, I started teaching my career. 10 years already done. I started teaching from 2012. So can you imagine in this 2000, from 2012 to 2022, how much amount I got from this Java? Are you getting my point? Think about that, sir. More than 1 crore. More than 1 crore. That 4 words only. JAVA. Are you getting my point? How invested 16,000 only, invested my very important time, and then it started what giving returns. See or no? And now I am in the mid of the age. Till the end of my life, it will return or not? And it will return more or less? More. So think about that. If you are putting money in saving banks, it is giving you only 3%, now 2.7 only. Are you getting? No, reality. Think about that, sir. Think about that. Those investments are what? Fake investments. These investments are what? Real investments. Here the return is what? 1000%, 10,000%, not 2% or 3%. Think about this. Your life, your choice. So avoid 2 or 3 months social media. About 2 or 3 months. Look at what happens. Now you are in what? Student life is full of dilemma. Student life is not an easy life, sir. Student life, your n number of things are coming in your mind. Okay, I will get a job or not. Naresh IT is a good institute or not? Will I get a job or not? What about my family? What about my life? What about my future? Am I in the right path? So n number of things are going on your mind. Are you getting my point? And the controlling your mind is what? Controlling is your mind is what? The best factor. If you control your mind, you will become a good programmer. You will become a good person. You have to control your mind. Are you getting my point? The total drama is what? Mind drama, mind game. Okay, you have to control your mind. The biggest enemy of you is what? Your mind. Okay, so now you invest your time, you invest your effort to this language, and what is the return? The return is 10,000% sometime return, sir. And once you enter, last point I'm telling you, once you enter in the job, let's say you selected for a company. Now you need to work. You need not to work. Who will work? The money will work. Who will work? You will work. Now it is an effort, because your mind is what? Your mind is thinking n number of things. Are you getting my point? N number of things. You have to put effort. You have to put effort on yourself. Okay, I need to read. I need to learn. Once you entered in the job section, once you entered inside the company, what will happen? The money will work. You will work 30 days for what? For one day only. I will get money. So my life will become happy. Are you getting my point? Automatically the money will work. Is it clear? Are you getting my point? Fine. So that's why there is no shortcut online, guys. There is no shortcut. How can you make Java interesting? There is only two things. Keep patience and do hard work. Or automatically the things will become what? Easy. Okay, everything I will discuss. Don't worry. The last point I want to discuss with you guys. Have a look. Sir, the drawback of an array variable is what? It can hold only homogeneous type of data now. Same kind of data, and one person told fixed in size. That is also true. To fulfill this drawback, just you write write the last line. In order to fulfill this drawback, in order to avoid this drawback, we introduced, or Java software people introduced, collection framework. Collection framework topic. Collection framework topic. It can accept heterogeneous type of data. It can accept what? Heterogeneous types of data. So array is taking only homogeneous. Collection will take what? Heterogeneous. Is it clear, all of you? Collection will take heterogeneous. Okay. So that's all for today, guys. Any question from your side? Online guys, offline guys, your side, any question, anything you want to ask, guys? Variable, everything is clear today? You just need a half-hour practice. You just go to home, you practice. Okay. Try to learn yourself, try to think, try to understand the concept. Okay, the things will become what? More easy. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you, all of you. Yes. Example for heterogeneous, it is a very big example, collection framework. That's why I'm not writing. The example means what? You have to take one array list class or vector list class, and you can add the elements. If you look at, if you want to see, let's say D, in the D drive, look at, this is the collection, this is a list. So let's say here, anything you can see, look at, Let's say, look at here, ArrayList is a class. It is a Java class. It is a collection framework. It is a collection framework. So in this ArrayList class, you are taking number, you are taking what? String. Again, you are taking number, you are taking null, and you can take what? Multiple values. This is called what? Heterogeneous type of data. Okay, so it is a bigger thing. That's why I'm not introducing. I'm just giving you the idea that collection framework, there is something called collection framework through which we can hold what? Heterogeneous type of data. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, there is something called heterogeneous type of data. Have a look. If you want to, if you really want to know, this is the array list. Look at 12, 78, 89. If you want, you can hold what? Multiple values. Okay, don't worry about that. I will give you more idea. Yeah. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Yeah, I can understand. Thank you. So that's all. Thank you, all of you. Yes, you will learn full Java.